Hello, everybody. I hope everybody's doing all right. In today's video, we're going to look at how to create a SageMaker instance. And this creating the SageMaker instance right now is being done because I want to use it to create a layer. But I'm just going to stop at after creating the SageMaker notebook instance. So we're going to create a SageMaker notebook instance, not a SageMaker instance. So I'm going to create a SageMaker notebook instance. That's what we're going to do, and it's going to be a quick one. So you can just right click. I have it on my favorite, or you can just do SageMaker. It pops up. You can click on this as an example. You can click on that to actually save it as a favorite. You can click on it. Now you have so many things here. You have our studio, you have um, SageMaker Studio Lab, but I just want a notebook instance. So I scroll down to look for notebook instance, and this is the notebook instance. So I'll click on it. Then there's nothing here. I haven't created any notebook instance yet. So I'm just going to click on that. I'm just going to make it simple. So I'm going to make it test. I'm not going to change the instance type. It depends on the kind of work you want to do. You can go up to the maximum if you want. It's infinite, 24 large. That's the biggest you can have right now as a 2024 March. So I'm going to use the ML T3 medium. Um, I'm just going to leave everything as it is. I think the highest version is the Linux 2 Jupyter Lab 3. Um, for configuration, it depends on what you want. If you have, I'm going to explain this sometime, the live configuration, I'm going to explain it sometime, not today. If you want to automate a notebook, you can use the lifecycle configuration to do that. So now you can either create your own, a new one. You can create a new notebook or a new row, sorry. So I just created a new row right there. So I clicked on it and I created a new row for SageMaker. Or if you have an existing one, you click on it, you can use an existing one. Because I don't have an existing one, this has been created for me. Now, if you have a VPC, you can select your VPC right from here if you want to use a VPC, but I don't want to use a VPC. So after that, all you have to do is to create the notebook instance. Now the notebook instance is pending, the status is pending. So after it moves from pending to in service, when it gets to in service, then we will be able to actually view our first Jupyter notebook. So I'm going to open the Jupyter notebook in the Jupyter Lab. It's going to take a while, so I'm going to cut this place off. Now we have our notebook instance active, it's in service. So the first one is to open a Jupyter notebook and see how it looks like. You click on it to open a new window for you. At the same time, let's just open the Jupyter Lab too, if you like using Jupyter Lab. All right, so we have our Jupyter notebook. We have nothing here. What you can do is to have all these are environments you can use on Jupyter Lab. So let's use the favorite one, which is Python. Like let's try to test if everything works. And as a Python programmer, the most easy one that we can do is to print your hello world. Yeah, so we just printed out our hello world, so our notebook is actually working. So this is a Jupyter notebook. Now we can go to our Jupyter lab. Um, Now on our Jupyter lab, this is still loading. So we can choose which notebook um, environment we want to use. This is PyTorch, this is TensorFlow, this is Spark, but I just want a normal Jupyter lab, so I'm just going to use this. Then here too, you can just do your test and see if it's working. Then let's see how it works. You can do your hello world. It prints out quite well. We can also use the terminal here, which is a Linux-based terminal that you can actually check pip install um, pip install. For instance, let's pip install pandas. It automatically pip install pandas for you, and since panda is already on it, it's cool with it. It's just going to tell me it's already satisfied. You can also do some few um, Unix stuff. It can show you. You can also change your directory. Let's say I want to go to SageMaker directory. There you go. So now let's see if I'm in SageMaker directory. Yep, that is SageMaker directory. Now let's check where I'm working right now. I'm working in the SageMaker directory. So this is something that we can do on the Jupyter Lab, and we have our Jupyter Notebook 2 here. So our notebook instance has been created, it's functioning, and we can also stop it by just selecting it and hitting go into action and hitting stop. So this is all we're going to do for today. After this video, the next video is going to be how to add Python packages to your Lambda function. And I'm going to use the SageMaker Jupyter Lab to do that. And the reason why I'm going to use that is because since we are going to use since we're going to use SageMaker, we're going to use Lambda function, which is built, and the Python that is on it is built upon the SageMaker Jupyter Notebook environment. It shares the same um, Boto version, so it becomes easy to actually know which Python package is supposed to come in. If the Python package coming in or Python library package coming in doesn't work with the Boto on the Boto type, is going to give you an error. So it's difficult when you do it outside of SageMaker or the AWS platform. So if you use AWS CLI, it's easy because it's also a platform of AWS. So thank you all for um, watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Thank you.